Hello again, my friends, and you are my friends, and welcome to your ITFC Matchday Live. It is, of course, Bracknell versus Ipswich Town in the FA Cup first round. I'm looking forward to seeing what transpires over the next couple of hours. Will we do an Ipswich, or will we get the job done? That is the question everyone is waiting around to see. I see a few nerves on social media throughout the course of the day. I'll ask the contributors how they are feeling as well. But we kick things off with, as Ipswich Jules says here, home draw versus Buxton if we win this evening, which, you don't often kick something off by revealing what's next, in the round. But yeah, Buxton at home, evening Harps, hope you're well. Evening Lloyd, hope you are well. Buxton. So you got Bracknell and then possibly Buxton. That is a fairly decent route to the third round, is it not? Let's bring in our contributors. First of all, we've got Curtis Yates. Curtis, how are you, my man?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Bracknell first up, but Buxton, if we were to progress, that's at home, a third round, should be right on the cards, really, shouldn't it?
It lays out a nice little path towards the third round, doesn't it? It couldn't be easier on paper, as I say, to get to that third round, but I'm sure we'll make it more difficult than what it needs to be.
Yeah, well, exactly like tonight. Will we do an
Ipswich? Hopefully not.
Do an Ipswich? Tom Pitt says only no Buxton because of the water. James Elmer's shocked with that strong lineup. Can see a lot of changes at half time if we're running away with it. Bringing our second contributor, it's of course Bricktop Peter Cox. Peter Cox, how are you, sir?
Good evening, all. Yes, I'm fine, thank you.
Does the prospect of Buxton get you revved up and excited, Coxie?
No, not really. It's not exactly a stadium filler, is it? But the pathway is laid out for us to get to the third round. We already, as we said before about the league, Ipswich can only beat Ipswich to get through. Really,
this is it. Ipswich can only beat Ipswich. Good point. Are you confident tonight? Because I know I've seen a few nerves around social media. Are you confident we won't do an Ipswich tonight?
Yes, I am. I think, we should win. What I'm hoping for is a no frills professional performance. I mean, like what Curtis said, that'd be brilliant if we are sort of running away with it as we sort of go in midway in the second half. But what I hope to see is I hope not to see that sort of image replicated when we played Lincoln and you just had Mick McCarthy stand there. I don't want to see Kieran McKenna repeat that tonight.
Mumbling to himself on the sideline.
Mumbling to himself, yeah, probably.
As they score that winning goal live on the BBC. Yeah. It's, of course, live on ITV for those that perhaps didn't realise. ITV4, isn't it, Curtis?
Yeah, it is.
I haven't put it on yet, you see. Once I finish this show, I'll go down to the big TV, get the old recliner out that I don't really own. Don't know why I said it, really. Don't know why I even said it. I haven't got a recliner. And put it on the big TV, ITV4. Thank you very much, Lloyd. 7-0 win from James Elmer. It is a strong lineup. Let's look at that. Curtis Haladki's in goal. Danasi and Keogh, Burgess, Vincent Young, Ball and Morsey, Edwards, Humphreys, Jackson, Ladapo. Now, formation-wise, it could be a 3, it could be a 4, it could be Morsey and Ball holding with Edwards, Jackson and Humphreys as a 3 behind the Ladapo, which would seem more logical to me. But tactics aside, we can all agree there are 11 players on a field. This is a really strong lineup for Bracknell in the first round of the FA Cup, isn't it?
Oh, most definitely. And I think it's this team that Bracknell will have wanted to face, to be fair to them. I don't think they'll have wanted us to come with the kids. I think they'll have wanted to test themselves against top League One players. So I'm glad we have brought some big guns along with us to help get us through this game. I think the problem is with some teams, they can be a bit naive when they play games like this. And whilst it should be a walkover, it definitely should be. Unfortunately, this is what the cup's about. These upsets do happen. However, with the team that we've got there, you'd be expecting 4 or 5 goals minimum. You'd be expecting it.
It's really hard, Coxie, to sort of say anything different to Curtis. Really, it should be a comprehensive town performance and win, but the cup is never like that for us, is it?
No, it hasn't been for donkey's years now. But yes, it's a strong lineup. He certainly is taking it serious tonight. I'm not surprised to see Keown and Burgess as the what we expect to be, the middle two of a back three. Morsey, I thought he may have sort of sat out tonight, but Humphreys is in, which will please. I mean, that's a big statement by Matt Phillips at the weekend that he likes the way he talks and could see him be a future England captain. He sort of, he said that it reminded him of a young Matt Holland. He's got big boots there to fill. I guess to ask myself and Amy Downs when he talks about Matt Holland. And
he does talk some nonsense, doesn't he, Matt?
You said it, not me.
I mean, nothing like overpressuring the poor boys there, of the Port Vale away. But no, you are right, Coxley. There's a comment here from James Reed, Peter. If Jackson doesn't score tonight, he never will. You can't. I mean, that's not obviously the case, but a strong team deserves a strong performance, doesn't it?
Yeah, certainly does. He's got a marvellous opportunity there tonight. Doesn't matter where he plays there. He should get at least a goal tonight. If he is playing in a forward position, whether it be out on the wing or you expect him to be out on the wing there. But he's got no excuses tonight. He should be, banging a goal in.
Let me pose a question to you before I do that, Curtis. Let's see if we can actually get joined by somebody at the ground.
Bloody hooligans.
He knows we're in the house.
Good evening. How are we?
Hey! Here we go, boys. We're on. Hey! Hang on. Andy. Hey! Hello, boys.
Strong team.
What is the signal like? Is it all right?
We can hear you.
It's all right. Hang on, we've got a Bracknell fan in the house. Come on you come. Look, we're at Talking Town. Come on. How many people you got on it? How many? Oh, you're live. Don't worry about it. You don't know how many teammates you got on it. What's that? We're on the podcast. Ipswich TV, mate. 2-1 Bracknell. 2-1 Bracknell? 2-1 Bracknell. Oh, he's dreaming, that boy, isn't he? He's been drinking. We need this.
Oh, we've lost him. That's a great shame to YouTube broadcasting services. But Curtis, I'm going to pose you a question now. While Rich tries to re-establish himself, the only people really winning are Cheltenham, aren't they, tonight with that lineup?
You'll have to.
Cheltenham home game Saturday, 5 days away, 4 days away. Tuesday, Wednesday, yes, 5 days away.
Yeah, of course. I mean, for us, it looks like we are going to take this cup seriously, which to be fair has been something that we've not done in many recent years. To be honest, I'm looking forward to this game. I like seeing a good underdog story. However, I do hope that we do absolutely trounce them tonight. However, is prediction of a 2-1? Oh, geez, I'll have to have a look on Bet365 for that, because I'll tell you what, if that comes in, I'll tell you what, I'll be off.
You could be a very happy man. I forgot I was live, or I'm muted for a second there. Right, my reaction. Not a chance. Well, you say not a chance, but funnier things have happened. As I say, the fisherman earlier in the chat, Curtis was saying about injuries, going to have to break 11 men down behind the ball. But he also added, "Let's hope we don't get serious injuries tonight."
Unfortunately, that comes.
That's every game, isn't it?
Yeah, like that comes. Well, it can happen at any point. It can happen at weekend when you play them, or it can happen tonight. Unfortunately, that is the way football runs. You can never tell when these injuries are going to happen. Of course, it's going to be a bit more difficult tonight because the pitch. I mean, to be fair, on TV the pitch looks absolutely wonderful, but obviously I'm not the one playing on it. But bar a couple of patches in the goal mouth area, it seems absolutely fine. But it's I'm not the 22 players on it tonight, so. We'll see what it's like once the ball's been rolled around a bit. I don't know whether it's completely dry there tonight. I don't know whether it's going to chuck it down a little bit more. But we'll see, won't we? We'll see. I have complete faith tonight that we'll see the job through. I can't see us being rash into challenges against the team like Bracknell. And to be fair, I'd like to think that they're not going to be putting 2 feet into challenges and things like that and risking men getting sent off. I can't see that happening because they won't want to weaken their stance in the game tonight. So I'm not too worried about that. It's football at the end of the day. You'll either get an injury during a game, or you'll get an injury in training throughout the week. It's things that you have to deal with.
You do. We are back live at Bracknell.
Hang on.
Maybe we're not live back at Bracknell. Are we live at Bracknell?
The football factory's broke down again.
No, we are not live at the Cup. Rob Smith, Tony Miller is Bucks assistant manager, according to EADT. Dr. Zach King, usually in training going by previous years, hoping it's a cracking game. Look, Goxie, it must be a really difficult game tonight because, in the sense of, nothing's going to be won from a selection point of view, you would have thought, by having a 10 out of 10 performance against Bracknell. So if you're, I don't know, one of the centre halves, a striker, a flair player like Edwards, you're just going to be doing what's expected of you by, I don't know, 2 goals, 3 assists, or whatever it might be. But how key is it for a couple of players, and if so, who are those players you think particularly need to have good, strong games to really not help them in selection for Saturday, but increase their chances and their stats, I guess?
2 players in that starting lineup sort of leap out at me regarding that question. Humphreys and Edwards. Edwards, of course, has been in and out the side. He came on as a sub against Charlton. But yeah, Humphreys, our previous, they mentioned, man, I think he's got a perfect opportunity there to sort of show what he can do. Against an opposition, he should be able to sort of show us what he's about and what he can do. They're the 2 names to me. Everybody else is sort of in and out of the side because Haladki is usually, our sort of cup keeper. Well, for the Papa Don't Preach Pizza Cup, he's usually in and he's in. But Humphreys is probably the main one, and to a lesser degree, Edwards, I think.
For sure, yeah. Jackson mentioned earlier in the chat there, Curtis. Tongue in cheek, of course. If you don't score, you never will. But is it important for the strikers to get a couple of goals, a goal each, whatever?
I think it's important for anyone out of form or what you would class as out of form at the moment to chip in a bit tonight with a almost dominant performance. I think it's important for just their own morale. I think it's games like this where if you can get yourself a couple goals, take that into your league action, I think it does you the world of good. And that's why they'll be playing tonight. I think Jackson, for all his hard work, unfortunately, he's doing everything but getting the goal at the moment. And it is a shame because I think to come from the position that he's come from, where he looked almost out on his arse of this football club, to now working his way back into the plans. I think he's doing everything but scoring the vital goals, which is unfortunately his job as a striker. That is just the way of the world. But I think games like this where you should be putting in a dominant performance, you should be looking towards scoring 1, 2, 3. Just get if anything, boost your stats up. Get let yourself have a bit of a good feeling, and then take it on throughout the however many games that you're going to play throughout the season. It's time to boost your stats. So I see no reason why can't do it tonight. You'd hope against an opposition like this that duck that he's got should be broken.
Max says no piddling about. Turn up, get the job done, shake hands, get on coach, on to the next round. That is the attitude to have. Really put the Which do you think, looking at the substitute makeup, as was mentioned here by Rob Smith, and he's very right. There are 2 goalkeepers on the bench. One of them being the young lad we've signed on a free that was at Rochdale last year. Is there an eye here, Kurt, where if it's done and dusted, we could stick on the young lad, maybe give him a little bit of game time minutes in when it all being done and dusted?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, it's the FA Cup, isn't it? So it's a nice game to play. If we are 3-4-0 up, they'll have nothing to play. They have nothing to play for. They can go out and impress themselves. They can express themselves a bit more than what they possibly can in a high pressure League One game. So I think it's these type of games which are perfect for young players, because realistically, from the stature that we come from and where we should be in this game tonight, it's the perfect game to make your debut, or at least certainly get some minutes down you. So because all the experienced pros can do the hard work. They can do all what needs to be done throughout the rest of the game. Then when you come on, you just need to do your bit, try and impress the manager, because it's these games which, unfortunately, for the players at that age, these are going to be your best chance to get as many minutes as possible. So the longer we're in the cup, the more chance you're going to have some more minutes. That's just the way it is.
Yeah. According to the ITV graphic, Coxie, they've got Burgess, Keogh, and Donasny as a back three, with Edwards and Vincent Young as your two wing backs, or 3-4-3 really. Edwards, Morsey, Ball, and Vincent Young. Tactically wise, is it about just imposing the will? You know, forget the tactics board here tonight. You should 1-11 be a stronger team, as Curtis has rightly said throughout. Just go and impose your will. Bro, he's young to me, Rob. I'm 33, mate. He's 27. Anything south of 30 is young, you know. But all right, he's not a young lad. Sorry, Rob. Sorry. But Coxie, is it about imposing your will?
Yeah, of course it is. We're the second in League One, and they're in whatever league they're in, with all due respect to them. So we have to. We're professionals. You know, they probably will. You know, throughout the commentary of the match, to say so and so here taking the throw. He's a estate agent during the day. They come up with them sort of statements. So yeah, I mean, we should. We're professional. We should go out there and impose ourselves. Like I said, just go out there, just be professional. Just get the job done. You know, no piddling about, as somebody put. No frills.
Yeah.
You know, shake hands, walk across the recreation ground, wherever they had to walk from the bus tonight.
That was fantastic.
Yeah,
I've just seen the greatest scene ever.
Bit of old school. Yeah.
ITV4, they've just shown the Bracknell dressing room. Look, 11 blokes in a room that's the size of your garden shed. It look like 11. So they stretch out in here, will we, lads? Brilliant. Love it.
Cabin, yeah.
Gotta love the magic of the cup, as they say in that respect. You know, town down here. I can imagine the away dressing room being the same size. Burgess in there, looking twice as big as he normally does.
Burgess has been able to keep his head through a skylight.
Like flipping the big red dog, isn't it? Yeah, like he's fucking head through the ceiling. Oh, we love it. Mike D can't see it being three at the back. Humphreys in the 10 for me. Edwards and Jackson on the wings. KVY, LB, and JD. Oh, sorry. KVY left back and JD right back. 3-4-3 says the Fisherman. Hey, I don't mind what the formation is. I just want to see some good, solid, professional performances. As Max says, prove why you are a professional club. We are back at full time with the full-time fans react show, where we try and invite you onto the platform live to have your say. If nobody steps forward, Curtis and Coxie will take up the mantle and deliver their thoughts and opinions on the game. But we really do plead. Not that I don't want to hear these two thoughts, but please come on the show, have your say. Live link as always. Before we do, Owen says 80% possession, 3 goals. That's what he wants. Give me a bold prediction for tonight, then. This is like San Marino Town, in my opinion. This is the sort of sound bites you get from football commentators, where they go before the game, you know, they've got no chance here, and then after the game they've won 1-0. But it should be. But no. But in the respects of it should be. I can't see any way Bracknell can win this game of football, because the team you put out is strong. Is your League One team. If that was at home this weekend, you wouldn't bat a bloody eyelid. You know, you wouldn't go, oh, Humphreys is in, or Keogh's in, or whatever. You'd go, right, bang, let's go and smash Cheltenham, Exeter, Port Vale, Peterborough, whatever. So it should be a case of how many the town score. As Mike D says, 6-1. Rob Smith says 5-0. Curtis, what do you say, though?
I'm going to say 3-1 to us.
3-1. Lee Bayliss also gone 3-1. Who's your goal scorers?
For me, I'm going to say Jackson 2. Jackson 2, and I'm going to have Humphreys to score again.
Love it. Jackson. So what? Humphreys has got a great stage here. Young lad, ITV4 on the box. Go and play above your age and show, you know, yes, it's Bracknell, but you've got to show your quality. Cream, they say, rises to the top. Now, at times at Town, over the years, in the third round more so, we've seen Cream fucking disappear through the bottom of the cup. Let's be honest. So let's see what turns up. Harp says 8-0. Lloyd says 50-5. Lloyd, if it's 50-5, I'll find you a prize at the prize giveaway bag, my friend. Coxie, what do you say?
I say just a no nonsense, no thrill, 3-0 win to Town tonight, and I'll keep the love going for Humphreys. I think he's going to bag a brace tonight. He's going to score 2, and let's just keep our faith in us three, faith in Jackson. He'll get the other one tonight. 3-0.
Yeah. Love it. 3-0. We're back at full time. Thank you to Coxie. Thank you to Curtis for joining me. Thank you for watching the pre-game show. Hopefully,
they've probably already started. They've probably already started the walk from the dressing room to the ground as we speak.
Yes, they should do. It is 1937. Good chance on TV for the second leg, says Owen. Well, that's good because I won't be going to Portman Road for the second round against Bucks. Oh no, yes, it is a home, isn't it, against Buxton? Yeah. I know Buxton for the water.
I think that's what the majority of people know them for.
Didn't know the football team. Probably more of a rugby town. I don't even know where it is, to be fair. I'm saying that. I don't even know where it is. No. Is it near Peckham Springs? Anybody know? No? All right. We're back at full time with love, with care. Catch you soon.
Crazy from just the thought of you. A long blonde hair.